Okay, so let's go over the Worth Income Goal Setter. This is a little tool that you can download from the back office. It's very handy for setting goals for how many phone calls or customer client contacts you want to have during the course of a day or a week in order to generate the amount of income that you want to generate. For instance, you can usually count on the company closing or activating 1 out of 3 of the appointments that you set for them on the software. In actuality, they do quite better than that with better qualified appointments. So the better qualified appointments you can get them, meaning people that are making more money than they're spending, people that have the ability to get on the program, not people that are in really bad financial distress, the better their closing rate will be for your clients. So let's just kind of take a look at our income. Each month, you actually start off at 15% commission. Then, based on volume, you will advance to 30% commission, and that's for all your sales. So let me show you how that works. Let's say we just actually make 1 sale so far for the month. For that 1 sale, and of course, these are not dead on accurate dollar amounts because the price of our program varies. This is based on our average sales price, however. Okay, so based on that, if you made 1 sale, your commission would likely be around $465. Okay. Now, that's at the 15% commission. So let's say you go on and you make your 2nd sale for the month. You're now at $1,240. Well, obviously $1,240 is more than double what you got for the first sale. Why is that? Well, because you made 20% commission on the 2nd sale, but they also went back and paid you another 5% on that first sale as well. So let's see what happens if you get up to 3 sales. Well, now you're still at the 20%. You haven't hit the 25% yet, but your commission's jumped up to around $1,800. Okay. Now, how many sales it takes you to get to various percentages of commission is based on the dollar amount of the program you're selling, not on the number of sales. So depending on the price point of the program, and when I say that you're selling, obviously you're not really doing the sale, the company does the sale. All we're doing is getting people interested and offering them a free savings analysis. But if some of your clients were at the lower version of the program, the consumer version that doesn't require people to have a mortgage, it's just for consumer debt, then it might take a few more sales, another sale or 2 to get to the dollar volume amount that you need in order to jump up percentage-wise. Okay, so if you have a choice of what kind of client pool you're fishing in, you might want to focus on fishing in pools of people that do actually have mortgages, so they're getting the higher version of the program. Okay, so 3 sales in this instance is still putting you in the 20% range, but I bet 4 sales probably pops you up into 25. Yes, it does. Okie doke. So now you're making around $3,000 a month in commission off 4 sales. Well, based on the fact that we have to make about 3 appointments for each sale we make, that means that you really need to make about 12 appointments that month in order to have that $3,000 in income coming in. Okay. Now, how many people are you going to need to talk to in order to make 12 appointments? Well, that's going to vary. Okay. I've actually found that, if you're fishing in the right pool, sometimes it's 1 out of every 10 to 20 phone calls will result in an appointment. Okay, immediately. It'll result in more appointments out of that same pool of phone calls down the road. But statistics on people. About 10% of people will always say no to everything. About 10% of people are action takers. They'll assess an opportunity pretty quickly and they'll jump on it. They'll take action. Those tend to be the more successful people in business. So the more you can fish in pools of successful professionals, the better off you are. Because successful professionals are action takers. And then everybody else in between, those average folks, a lot of those people will take action. They won't necessarily take action on the first phone call with you. They may take action down the road. So that might require you sending them some information, following back up with them on the phone. Okay? So, anyway, 4 sales for the month makes you about $3,000. Now, what pops you up to 30% commission? Probably not 5 sales. Nope, you're still at 25% commission. So you're making about $3,800 for 5 sales. But get in the 6th sale, And all of a sudden you jump from $3,800 to $5,500. Wow. Okay, that's a huge big bump right there. 3,800 you go from to 5,500 by just making one more sale for the month, because now you're getting 5% more commission on not just that sale, but the other 5 sales that you made during the month. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what kind of income you can make just off your own efforts. Now, let us say here that you have started to have people that have come on board as agents or referral partners with you, okay, or in your team. And let's say you have 3 of those puppies. Well, if you have 3 agents underneath you, and let's say each of them are making just 2 sales in a month, you're now making an extra $892 in commission off those 3 agents. Now, let's say down here, those 3 agents, over time, recruited 6 agents on your second level. Well, now you're making another $1,100 each month based on those other 6 agents. So, wow, it's really important to, once you get people involved in the company, to plug them into what's going on, okay? Stay in touch with them, encourage them, tell them the tips that you're using that are working, okay? Make sure that they get on my email newsletter so that they can stay updated on what's going on, that they can plug into the teamsue.com website so they can check the YouTube channel for videos like this that'll inspire and encourage them. Now, what happens when you get some people on your third level? Well, eventually you're getting promoted to executive director. And as you see right here, you're promoted to executive director already just with people in these 2 levels, okay? Because being promoted to executive director is a function of both how many agents you bring into your team and sales. And it's either or, not necessarily both. So you can get promoted to executive director based on the total dollar amount volume that you're doing, as well as the number of people that you bring into your team. It doesn't have to be both. So obviously, based on the sales of ourselves personally and of the agents that we brought into the team, we've been promoted to executive director here. So what happens when we start, when we add people to the third level? And because we're executive director, you'll notice we also have made another $892 that month in a 2% override off our entire group. So anyway, so let's get down here and let's put in some people down at the bottom level. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put in, say, 10. Now, everybody here is just doing 2 monthly sales. So we're doing 6 monthly sales. Everybody else in our team's only doing 2. They're not really doing what we're doing, but hey, that's okay. Okay, so we're making an extra $4,900 in commission off those other people that we brought in. Now, how quickly can you bring people in? Well, it depends. It might take a few months to get, say, 50 people in your team, but it'll happen. Because what happens is the more people you talk to about this, the more opportunities you'll have to book savings analysis appointments, and the more opportunities you'll have to bring people into your team. One feeds off the other naturally. If you're one of those folks out there that is doing this as part of your normal business, you might be a financial planner or a mortgage broker or a realtor, well, you're probably mostly just talking to your clients about this. And you're talking to your clients about the savings opportunity for them in using the program. But guess what? When they see this program, they get excited about this program. A percentage of those people are going to want to turn around and they're going to say to you, hey, can I refer people to this program and make money too? And of course, you're going to say yes. Or you might refer a client, and guess what? Their client, their spouse is in a profession that also makes a good referral partner to us. Maybe they have a spouse that's in financial or real estate. Okay, so what happens is when you talk to people about the program, you organically will grow your team because a percentage of those people will come on board as a referral partner. And the same in reverse is true. One of the easiest ways to actually book savings analysis appointments is to just get on the phone and call people in certain professions and bring them on board as referral partners. Just say to them, hey, I work for a company. We have a great program. It's a value-added service for your industry. Pretty much all your clients are going to need this program, and we pay you up to $1,000 per referral when you refer a client that gets our program. Would you be interested in something like that? Well, chances are most people are going to be curious and they're going to say, well, what's it about? And you've now initiated that conversation. Well, what happens is when you're out there and you're bringing people into the company, a percentage of them are going to actually buy the program for themselves because as part of their due diligence process and learning about the program, they've gotten excited about it and they realize it's going to work for their situation. Okay. Now, also keep in mind that when you bring people on board as referral partners and agents, whether they get the program from you, get the program immediately, or whether they wait and get it months down the road, it doesn't matter. You will still earn that commission on that program because they are a referral partner that is directly underneath you. Okay, everybody always makes the commission off the people that they have directly brought into the company's personal sales, even if it's months down the road and they haven't even talked to them. So that's kind of nice to know. Okay, so that gives you a little idea of the income that you can make with Worth. I'm not going to actually get into some of the other overrides, like additional team overrides when one of your agents breaks off and becomes an executive director as well. But let me suffice it to say that just looking at this, you can see that it's actually not that difficult. And I'm going to go ahead and take our own personal monthly sales down to no more than 2 as well. Okay. So even if we dropped our own monthly sales down to no more than 2 sales a month, which means that maybe we might only be making 6 appointments a month in order to achieve those 2 sales. But I tell you, with time and persistence, you can easily achieve close to a 6-figure income, even being somewhat lazy with this company. All it takes is persistence and remembering to ask people, hey, if we could show you a program that could save you more than 50% of the interest that you're paying on your various debts, and if it could get you out of debt in, say, less than half the time, without you having to change your budget, because it's just that easy to use, would you be interested in learning more? That's all you ask people. It's either yes or no, they're interested or not. Okay? They're interested, you explain the savings analysis process, you help them get set up for an appointment. If it's somebody that's coming on board as an agent, or a potential agent, the other question, hey, I have a value-added service for your industry. We market it through professionals like yourself, financial professionals, real estate professionals, whatever they are. We market it through professionals like yourself, and all we ask you to do is show it to your clients. It's very helpful to your clients. They'll save a ton of money. Almost all your clients need it, and we pay you up to $1,000 per referral. Are you interested in learning more about something like that? Okay. 2 questions. Start a conversation. Everything starts with a conversation. Thanks for listening to this little webinar today. Give me a call anytime I can help you out. You can find more information at teamsue.com. Team like a baseball team. Sue as in my name.com. Or call me at 407-443-0348. Thanks so much.